He came from London town, or so the story goes, with Byron on his tongue and silk upon his clothes. A doctor and a major, a captain and a thief, a man of 7 faces with a heart beyond belief. He drifted into Sydney in 1864 with educated hands that knew how to take much more. With Rutherford beside him, they rode the western plains. They rode into the Shearers Inn and hollered, "Bail up, stand clear." McKay fell in the dust there, his blood upon the clay. And Weston ran for gun to book a Christmas, so they say. They found him in a cave there, starved and at pit roll. The man of countless faces finally hit the floor. Western, Captain Starlight, you fooled them all by the lantern light. You painted glass for God in your prison cell and walked back out and straight to hell. You cheated every judge and every jury's call. Frank Pearson escaped the gallows, but he couldn't escape them all. In Darlinghurst he cut the light through colored glass and lead. A man of murder charges with an artist's hands instead. They say the chapel windows held his penance and his pride, and Sunday morning sunlight made his colors come alive. He served his 15 years there, walked out in 84, and Major Pelly's uniform was waiting at the door. He walked into the survey in the golden western air, where every digger dreamed of gold beneath the red rock glare. They called him sir and shook his hand, they trusted every word, the most convincing liar that the colony had heard. But out there in the gold fields, cyanide ran free. The same stuff that could melt the gold could end a man like he. Captain Starlight, you fooled them all by the lantern light. You painted glass for God in your prison cell and walked back out and straight to hell. You cheated every judge and every jury's call. Frank Pearson escaped the gallows, but he couldn't escape them all. December 22nd, 1899, a rented room in Perth, a bottle and some wine. No woman ever held him, no one called his name. Just a man of borrowed faces living someone else's game. He'd been feeling crook for days, reached blind into the night. The man who fooled a continent, undone without a light. They found the major's papers, found the Gordon name as well. But who was Frank Pearson? Only God and Boldrewood could tell. Frank Pearson, Captain Starlight, fooled them all by the lantern light. He painted glass for God in his prison cell, then walked back out and straight to hell. He cheated every judge and every jury's call. Frank Pearson escaped the gallows, Lord, the poison got them all. They say his starlight writes those pages still today in Boldrewood's old novel where the outlaws never fade. But the real man died in silence with a borrowed name and face, just a vial of golden cyanide and a body with no grace. Captain Starlight.